you and what you are
Okay,
doing.
sure.
It's just a message thing. So I want you to tell me who you are and what you are doing, and then
Okay, sure.
introduce yourself, and then we will go to formal format. Yeah.
Okay, sure, no problem. So, Bhante, my name is Hui Ming. Me and Cheryl, we founded the Rise Penang Group. So it is a support group for young working adults, youth, who want to practice Buddha's teachings, but need a little encouragement from peers. So we regularly organize events, including like Dhamma talks. Previously, we've done some with Ajahn Achalo, Ajahn Achalo and Ajahn Kalgiano, and we are partnering with our sister organization Dewa from Singapore. So that organization has been established for about 5 years. So they have weekly meditation sessions. So we do join into those online meditation sessions as well. That is a brief introduction. One thing. Thanks.
Okay. You said you all are working. How did
Yes.
you introduce yourself? How working? Uh,
Oh, I'm working as a lawyer. I'm
uh,
practicing in Penang.
okay.
So
And
a lot
then
of times we struggle with stress from work and all that. So
okay,
and times we forget to practice. So
okay.
this group
So
helps us to motivate each other.
all right. What does the RISE stand for?
Right?
RISE. RISC.
Yes.
What does it
So it
stand for?
stands the acronym stands for realize for us to realize the Dharma. I is for inspire, to inspire our peers and people around us to continue practicing. And S is for sustain. We want to keep it sustainable. So we start small, but we're trying to build a bigger sustainable community. And empower is for us to learn more about Dharma so that we feel empowered to move forward in our daily life, in our practice. And hopefully our practice will continue for many, many lifetimes and will eventually reach the end goal.
Okay.
And so, Bhante, we are very, very honored to have you here today. It is our great honor and pleasure to invite you to conduct this Sutta study. It's our first time having a Sutta study. So we look forward very much to learn from you.
Okay. Okay. Good. And would you introduce others to me, or they will introduce by themselves? Better. Well, how would it
Uh,
go? There is one here. What's her name? So yeah, please go ahead.
I think Kenji, Bhante is referring to you. Would you like to
Yeah.
introduce
Yes.
yourself?
Yes. Go one by one. Yes.
Hi, Bhante. Sorry, I'm losing my voice. Actually, I first time joining Rise as well. So I'm currently in Singapore. Yeah, so I join Dewa a lot. So from Dewa, I get to know about Rise because they are based in Penang. I'm Penang guides. I'm Malaysian, but working in Singapore. Yeah.
Deva means deity, or what is that? What does it stand for? Deva.
Daywa. I think
Oh, Deva. I
yeah,
believe.
yeah,
Okay.
Dewa. So it's a sister group with Rise.
Oh,
So yeah, I've been participating Dewa's activities. Then I came to know about Rise. Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, hopefully one day
And
when I go
and
back to Malaysia,
what do
can
you do?
join Rise.
What do you do for
I'm
work?
a I'm a technician, X-ray technician.
Okay.
So I specialize in ultrasound in a healthcare support setting.
I'm coming to Singapore on 22nd this month. I'm conducting a retreat over there in a center, Buddhist center.
Oh,
Hmm.
which center is that, Bante?
It's called Tisarana. Tisarana Buddhist
Tisaran.
Center. Yes.
Okay. All
There'll be a
right.
retreat. I think we're preparing for 60 and plus. On my way, actually, I
Okay.
gave two talks in their center. Now, gonna have a retreat on my way back from Malaysia.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure,
yeah.
sure.
So if you
Uh,
free on that day, perhaps I
mhm.
can post a flyer. You know,
That would be helpful, Bante.
if you but we don't have a group yet. I mean, perhaps our group, the group that we three of us are already can make a group for this sutta study whenever we are free. We post for everybody. Does it work, Mimi? It can work, right? Our group already we have, now only you and Cheryl and me. Maybe for this sutta study kind of thing, we can invite these into that group, right? Okay.
So you will look into the logistics one day.
Yeah. We'll see how this goes. And then after, you are Kenji, right? Kenji.
Yeah.
Kenji. Okay. And then we have Chong. Yes.
Yeah, hi Bhante.
Yes.
I'm actually Idima Chong Hui Yi. So I have a Bali name, but I didn't put it in my Zoom. I'm actually from KL, but I work in Penang now. Yeah, so I join Rise activity whenever I'm free. Yeah.
What kind of work you are doing in Penang?
I'm an engineer.
Okay. Interesting. And then how about others? Are they coming on video or we have others? Yeah. Because today is the first day we are meeting, so just want to know who they are, So
Joshua, would you be able to introduce yourself?
yes.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah, you have self-imposed about your mic. Please unmute.
Joshua, your mic is muted.
Yeah. I think you should be able to talk. Perhaps you have not clicked on the mic side, audio side. Maybe you have not selected your audio from your side. Okay, until he comes with the audio, maybe we can ask others to introduce. We have Dhamma.
We will let Joshua try to figure out the
Ah.
audio part. Damon, will you be able to introduce yourself next?
Okay. Looks like you also have the same problem, huh? Your audio is the same.
Can hear my voice.
Yeah. Now it's okay. Yes.
Hi, Bhante.
Yes.
I'm Damon. Okay, I'm Hui Ming colleague, but I'm not a lawyer. I work as HR and account. Yeah. Okay.
Where are you based now?
Penang. Yeah.
Penang. Okay. Good. And then the other one is
One day for Wen Ping, he's currently in another engagement, so that's why he can hear us, but it's very noisy, so he can't speak. But he has asked me to help introduce himself. So currently he's in Penang, working at a spectacle shop. This is his first time joining a RISE event as well. We met while hiking on the way up to Glass Temple. So yeah, this is his first time here. But he can't speak because of his background. So that's why he has asked us
sure.
to
Yeah,
introduce him.
understood. All right. So happy to have met all of you. Yeah, we do understand. Yes. And my name is Bhante, Dr. Chandima, and I've been here in Malaysia for this time almost 3 months and couple more, maybe a week or two. But I've been traveling here and there. In this trip, I have been conducting perhaps more than 6 retreats everywhere. One of my retreats was Penang. I did my Penang retreat, I think in September, earliest one. You know, Mahinda Rama Meditation Center, that was where I conducted the retreat. And yeah, and in other places too, like the neighboring countries. The most recent retreat I had was in Langkawi. Came back from Langkawi recently. Yeah. So you were saying to me that Sutta study, and you heard from Brother Chisen's daughter. Are you friends? Yes, I can hear you. Hear me? I can't hear you. You're mute.
Oh, sorry, Bhante.
Yes.
Cheryl is the one that knows Brother Chiseng's daughter.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not sure whether I've met her personally and
Uh-huh.
whether she's in
Yeah, yeah.
Malaysia.
She should be somewhere here in maybe in I think what do you call it? Delta area. She's
I
somewhere.
see.
Yes. Sorry about these sounds. You may have hearing sounds. Okay, Little India, so people are still
I
celebrating
see.
Deepavali. Okay, so it was really nice meeting all of you. And okay, so today I get to know all of you, and I know my time is very time, a lot of things, but still, let's see how things go. Like, how is the interest, and what we can do like this. Can never be afraid. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to pay homage. Maybe you can join with me too. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Okay, now sutta study. You know, like when I do sutta study, I conduct the sutta study depending on the audience. And you are not elderly people, elderly group. So I think it's not important to go to a lot of Pali because you might lose interest about it. So I will pick up the important areas of Pali, the very, very relevant ones. So you will pick up those certain words, but more towards the overall meaning of the sutta. Now, this sutta is called Patama Samajivi Sutta. Patama means, perhaps I can go show you. Perhaps I'm going to use my other browser. Can see. Okay, this one. See now? You can see Patama and Samajivi. These two Pali means. Patama means first. Patama means first. Then Samajivi means living together. Okay, the first living together. So, okay, so this comes in one book called Anguttara Nikaya. But before that, let me ask you, why is it important to study suttas? Why can't you just normally listen to a normal Dhamma talk? There are many monks, speakers, they give Dhamma talks in many centers, online, many places. Why then you want to do a sutta study? What do you think? Would like to know your thoughts.
Bhante, is it more authentic
Authentic. Okay, any other answers?
Bhante, could it be that there's less room for misinterpretation once we go back to the sutta?
Yeah, that's a very good point. Less room for individual interpretation. But still, we are juggling with the interpretation problem because if you don't know Pali, you may still go by an English translation that was done by somebody. There are many translations given by many. So if somebody has not translated parallel to the Pali, because Pali language cannot be translated in a literal sense. Now you may translate. Can you tell me a Dhamma name you have? I think somebody here told me that that person has a Dhamma name. Who is that? Is this Chong? Okay,
Yeah,
what's your Dhamma name?
Idima.
Iddima. Am I
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Iddima. Can I know how you understood the meaning of the name? Iddima.
What I was told is Idima means supernatural power, but I think I forgot where I read from. Idi is the word similar to power or something. I forgot. Yeah. And then ma is just something that's added to the word ed, I guess.
Who gave you this name?
I forgot the Bhante name because it was given to me when I was born. Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a long time story.
Yes.
Just started. Okay. Okay, Iddhi means levitation, skywalking. Apparently, you can't skywalk. You perhaps skywalk in a flight. Ma means feminine suffix. You know, in Pali, masculine suffix, feminine suffix, neutral suffix, grammatical point. That means the one who has the ability to skywalk is Iddhi.
Thank you
Are
for
you
telling.
reflecting about this particular name? Are you fully inclusive with the name that you have on the Dhamma side? Skywalker, a female skywalker. If you cannot do that, you have to fly often. You know, show me I can. Skywalk. Iddima means the female who has the power of skywalk, or in other word, levitate. Any other Dhamma name that you got from anybody? You are scared to say, yeah? Okay, so that's why Pali has a literal meaning. Also, Pali has a contextual meaning. Now, one translation I can show you. In Pali, there is a word called kukkuta. Let me type that here. So, a lot of translations have given kukkuta as chicken feet. It said that when the Buddha was living in this temple, Kukutaram, then things happened. Different people came to see him. But the translators, especially Western translators, mostly Western translators, they have translated Kukutaram as the monastery of chicken feet monastery. Actually, literal meaning of Kukkuta is chicken feet. The literal meaning is chicken feet of the chicken. But it's not the real meaning of that word. What is it? Kukkutaram means a temple that was donated by somebody called Kukkuta. The person, because we don't translate the personal names, right? So when you say maybe Amber donated a temple, we don't want to translate Amber. What Amber is? Amber can be some firewood. Amber can be a traffic light. Right? We don't translate that. So in the same way, this word should have not been translated into English. They could have left it as it is. So the monastery that was donated by the banker called Kukkuta. This is why Pali language has two meanings. One is literal meaning, one is contextual meaning. Without understanding the contextual meaning, it's very dangerous to study suttas. Very dangerous. We don't know where we're going to end up. So in the same way, as I asked the question, why sutta study? So we are trying to minimize unnecessary rooms for unnecessary interpretations. That's number one. And plus, we learn from the original places, apparently original places. So that's very important. Then the problem is what suttas to be studied. There are how many suttas are there? Many suttas. So if you take the Sutta Pitaka, there are 5 books. Long Sutta, middle length Sutta, suttas that go by numbers, suttas that go as sections, and minor suttas. So the long one has 34 suttas, very, very long sutta, like Satipatthana Sutta and so on. And then middle one has 152 suttas. And then numerical one book has 7,762 sutta. Then the connected discourses, suttas about different people, kings, yakhas, devas, maybe some Dhamma concept, Sotapatti, Bojjhanga, whatever those Dhamma concept. That book has 9,000 over suttas. Now you do the maths. 9,000, 7,000, almost you get 16,000, almost 20 over 1,000 suttas. Then what suttas to be studied? Then you have to approach a good teacher who can tell you what are the most important suttas for a lay person, not for a monk, to study. Normally, when a speaker is giving a lot of suttas, they are normally focusing on suttas given to monks and nuns. And finally, you get very bombarded with the information. Now, are we supposed to be like monks? And yes, you are supposed to be. They are saying, no. Buddha clearly said there are suttas for lay people. So you have to find out what are these suttas for lay people. I think your purpose in organizing this group is not just to become another traditional Buddhist center, right? Not to become another traditional temple, another vihar, another monastery, another Buddhist center. You want to learn Dhamma for the lay life and to succeed in your material life and also spiritual life. Am I right? Then we have to find out what are the suttas that are good for your life, how to progress in your material and spiritual life. That is why I chose this sutta. Okay, because of the timing, we have almost half an hour. So I'm going to summarize. At the same time, I'm going to let you ask questions. Maybe I will talk a little bit and then I will leave you with questions. Okay, now when it comes to Buddhist teachings, I think you may hear from other colleagues, other friends, teenagers, young adults, others. What is the biggest issue that we are going through in our Buddhist communities, especially to introduce Buddhism to someone in today's world? Do we have problems to introduce Buddhism to a newcomer? Maybe to someone in your age, late 20s, in 30s, maybe even early 40s, this kind of group, not like above 50. What are the challenges we are facing to introduce Buddhism to these people? Especially, I think your group, Rice Group, you must have got like 1,000 young people. But why you left with, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to insult anybody. Why you left with maybe 10, 8, 9 people? Why is it? What is the problem here? Why are we not able to introduce Buddhism to many people as of this way? I mean the traditional way. It is because a lot of people get to understand Buddhism very negatively and pessimistically. So the narrative about Buddhism outside in the society is that Buddhism always talks about suffering, and then we have to suffer. That is why we have to go to Nibbana. Right? This is the narrative that is out there. And what if that you are waking up in the morning, today morning, you are waking up, and then maybe tomorrow morning, you are thinking life is impermanent. What kind of vibe are you making at that point? You are waking up, huh? You are not getting up, you are waking up, opening your eyes, a new day, and you are thinking life is impermanent. What's the Pali word? Anicca. Life is anicca. Are you having a very positive vibe or are you having a negative vibe? What kind of vibe are you having if you think like that? Tell me. You are waking up in the morning, like beautiful morning, Monday morning tomorrow. And then in that particular moment, you are thinking life is impermanent. That's what the Buddha said. Then are you having a positive thought or a negative? It's going to be a yeah. Buddhism cannot be practiced without being honest. So you have to be very honest. That's mostly going to be a kind of a unpleasant, and you think that you are controlled by something and you are already determined, you are already preconditioned by something, this notion. Right? So this is the problem. So that means either the Buddhist concepts of anicca, change, impermanence, they have not been properly introduced. Or Buddhism is introduced in a wrong way, not even to the newcomers, but also to the practitioners, even the generations who have a Buddhist background. Right? So that's why we have a big problem how to introduce Buddhism to newcomers, because you can't recruit them by force. So one thing we can do is to teach them what the Buddha said about material life, how to become successful in our material life. That is number one. Number two is understanding Buddhist concept in the proper way. How to understand Buddhist concept in the proper. Let's talk about this Pali word. Are you all aware about this Pali word, anicca? This Pali word? This Pali word. What is the normal translation of this Pali word? Impermanence. For someone who has read widely about the Sutta Pitaka and all these things, would not agree with this translation. Why? Anicca does not mean impermanence only. Anicca means change. C-H-A-N-G. Change. What about change? Now, when people take even impermanence as anicca, or anicca as impermanence, what are they thinking? Why am I getting old? Why am I growing? Why am I getting rejected in my life? Why is my life not flowing smoothly? Why am I struggling still hard in my work with other people? It is because of anicca. That's how many people think. Are they thinking the positive sides too? The person you are with for 20, 10 years never appreciates you. But today, for whatever the reason, that person is going to compliment you. Is that a change too? It's a change. It has not happened for 15 years. And suddenly you are getting a promotion at your work. Your boss was not kind to you. And suddenly, as a matter of your metta practice for 10 days, your boss is going to be kind and the boss is giving a promotion to you, And is this a change too? It's a change. And suddenly your thinking is going to be very smart. You are making a lot of money in different ways. You become smart, going beyond becoming hard on your will. You're going to be very smart in your activities. Ethically smart. People can be smart unethically, but ethically smart. And then you are finding out, I can make more money in this digital world. Not just working for one company, just sitting on a chair in an air-conditioned room. I can take the whole world to me if I am smart. I can approach anybody in my industry if I'm smart enough, ethically smart enough. Then Is it going to be a change too? Yeah, suddenly this wisdom came to you. So that means a lot of people who are so-called Buddhists, they don't take the positive changes into the anicca. They only take the negative changes. So for them, anicca is a very negative experience. So how are we going to introduce then the true Buddhism to young people, working professionals? Very difficult. Because we have to understand what the Buddha said, it is not only the negative changes, but also all the changes, good, bad, positive, negative, neutral, all these changes are anicca. Then the Pali word anicca can be translated as change. A better translation is change. The more we understand the changes, the better we are, the happier we are in our life. We embrace the change. What if that you waking up in the morning to a thought that everything is changing? Is that a happy thought? Today is a new day, as a matter of yesterday. Yesterday went and today came in. That's a happy thought. See, when you really understand the Pali words, Buddhist concept, life becomes very easy, happy. So this Pali word anicca can be uh, understood in two contexts. One is things and phenomena are changing all the time. Things are changing, right? Things are changing, and phenomena, experiences, everything is always changing. That is one context. Second thing is not many people think. Almost no people thinking like that. While things are changing, while phenomena are changing, experiences are changing, people are changing, at the same time, we can change things as things are changeable, phenomena are changeable. What things can we change in Buddhism? What are the things you can change in your life? Tell me. Now in Buddhism, they say there are changes happening all the time. So we have to embrace, yeah, changes are happening. The more I accept, embrace them, I feel very light. The more I don't accept, I feel very heavy in my life. Right? Yeah, karma is one thing. Yeah, we can change our karma. It's a good thing. What are the other things we can change in our life according to Buddhism? Can we become healthy? Can we become healthy? Now, health is a big issue in today's world, right? Very important because we cannot do anything without being healthy. Can we change our health? Did the Buddha ask us to become healthy? And how did he ask us to become healthy? One very important concept to become healthy is eating habits. Yeah, eating habits. Buddha clearly mentioned a Pali word called bojane mattanyuta. Eat in moderation. Eat in moderation. Are we consuming more food than our uh, people who lived 20, 30 years ago? Are we? Are we consuming more food compared to the people who lived 20, 30 years ago in our countries? Are we having more access to food compared to them 20, 30 years ago? At that time, they had to go to the hawker shop, probably they had to go to the grocery shop. They have to buy, they have to bring them home, maybe no fridge, and they have to cook them. They have to waste a lot of stuff. But nowadays, you order from the app. Food will be at the doorstep in probably 12 minutes. Sometimes you just order just because you like them and you decide, I cannot eat that much, you throw the food as well. Sometimes you keep them in the fridge and you have been able to eat a lot in today's world. As a matter of these facilities, we are not blaming those facilities. In this digital world, uh, developed world, we have to embrace this. But what is the problem? Are we able to eat in moderation when we are having all these comforts? The Buddha said to us, we are supposed to be so concerned about how much food we are eating for our meals. When it comes to food, from a religious perspective, what is the most concern many religious people have? Now, religious people, religions talk about food, and religious communities talk about food. What is the most concern that they are having in their communities? You may have seen that, you may have experienced it. They are more on to understanding, what food to be eaten. Okay? What food to be eaten, what food not to be eaten. Was that the Buddha concern? No. Can we impose kind of food? Buddhists are supposed to eat this kind of food only. Can we impose this kind of thing? Then nobody in the northern hemisphere can become Buddhist, right? In the northern part of the world, because they don't have access to vegetables all the time, right? They are living on fish, they are living on other things. If we can save animals, it's good. But it is not how it works. Right? So the Buddha's concern is not what food to be eaten. It is a personal choice. If you want to become a vegetarian or a vegan, you may do so. But the Buddha's concerns about the spiritual and material life is how much food are you supposed to eat? Then, does he have a clear idea about how much food are we supposed to eat? You perhaps might have had already your dinner, right? And you think about how much food you had. What he said, never fill up your tummy with the food. Never, ever. He said, leave 4 to 5 spoonful or mouthful of food. Leave. And drink water instead. This is a sutta in the Pali Canon. Okay. Leave 4 to 5 morsels of food and drink water instead. Why is it? Why one is not supposed to fill the tummy? But culturally speaking, all the cultures in Asian culture, they are saying you have to fill your tummy. You can't go starving like this. In every culture, Indian culture, Sri Lankan, maybe Chinese culture too. You can't just, uh, leave some space in your tummy. You must eat a lot, right? Fill the tummy. But the Buddhist idea is don't fill your tummy. Leave 4 to 5 morsels of food, drink water. Why? The Buddha said, Sanikang Jirang, Sanikang Jirang. That means, the Buddha says, when you eat like that, you age slowly. Would you like to age slowly? Or would you like to age very fast? You are in 30s, but you look like 60 years old, 55, something like that. Who would like to become like that? Maybe you are in 20s, but you look like 40s, You consume a lot of junk food and your mind is not good. Impure mind, right? Always struggling with stress and all that. Now, the Buddha says if you eat like that, leaving 4 to 5 morsels of food, drinking water, you age slowly. That means, what is it called? Anti-aging method. Everybody would like to have it. If you buy a soap, anti-aging soap. So, buy a conditioner, shampoo, anti-aging. Now they are talking it very much nowadays, but Buddha talks about it very 2,600 years ago. Not just applying a soap onto your body, you can become anti-aging. You can become anti-aging by managing your food habits. Then you age slowly. That means you might be in your 30s, but you look like 10 years, 15 years younger than you actually you are behind that age. What a nice thing. Everybody is happy. This is how we are introducing Buddhism to the new age people. Is this a happy way to introduce Buddhism? Yes, everybody would like to become happy. Not that suffering is destined to all of you. You are sinners. You are supposed to be in the hell if you don't practice Buddhism. This narrative is not going to work. It might work for some elderly people scared about the next life. But this way of learning Buddhism is much better. Now, I just told you certain ways to understand. Now we go to the sutta here. As I said, I just want to summarize so then you will understand. Okay, this sutta is not a very long sutta. You can see the the text and then the translation. Okay. What is happening in this sutta is Buddha went to a house when he went to one city. Actually, the elderly couple in the house who were living in that house, they were Buddha's father and mother for 500 lifetimes, not the last life, before. So they are 80 years old couple. So when he went there, the man, Nakula Pita, let me write for you. Nakula Pita, Pita means husband, and Nakula Mata, mother. Okay, they both came to see the Buddha in the house. First, Nakula Pita, the husband, 8 years old man, respected the Buddha and told the Buddha something interesting. He said, Bhante, I have married my wife for 40 years now already. Ever since I married my wife, I had no single thought about another woman since that day on. So I want to be reborn with her in the next life. He said to the Buddha. What did the Buddha say? Yeah, life is anicca, you can't do that. You must attain Nibbana. What did he say? He said it's a good idea. Right? It's a good idea to be reborn together if you means you really want her in the next life. Then Nakula Mata also came up and respected and then told the Buddha, I have married to Nakula Pita for almost 40 years. Ever since I married to my husband, I never had a single thought of another man since that day. And I also want to be reborn with him. Is it possible? And Buddha said, it is possible if both of you have 4 qualities together. Not you have it only by your side, not you have it only by yourself. Both must have cultivated 4 qualities together at the same level. So let me write them for you. The first quality we call Sama Saddha. We call it equal trust. This is the first quality. It is not Saddha. I think you may have heard this Pali word Saddha, right? Saddha. It is not that Saddha, right? Saddha, Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. No, that's not that one. What is the Saddha for a couple? Is it the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha? Trust? No. That's the religious one. Saddha for a couple is having a very good trust between each other. Very, very minimum insecurity. No to minimum to no insecurities. Is this a problem in a relationship, having insecurities between each other? It's a problem. Why are there insecurities coming up? It is because both of them's actions, speeches, thoughts are not transparent to each other. They don't talk to each other very much, probably in the no proper way, in the way that they can be transparent, right? And they don't know each other's future very well, what they are planning to do. So the Buddha said, the first thing you must have cultivated to be reborn together in next life is you must have had equal trust, not your trust, both equally trusted each other. That's number 1. Then number 2 is, call it Sama Sila. That means equal discipline, like this, discipline. Equal discipline. What is the discipline to a couple? Married or unmarried? Tell me. What is the discipline to a couple? 2 people in a relationship? Is it to go to a vihara and take precepts and then do 8 precept program or go to a retreat? Is that the discipline for a couple? What is the discipline to a couple?
Staying loyal to each other.
Staying loyal to each other. That is their seal. That one they can do if they want to. can opt out, go to a retreat. But most important discipline to them is staying loyal to each other. Okay? Then both of them, not one is loyal to each other, then the other one is not loyal to each other, so they cannot be reborn together. Both has to be loyal. Both must have been loyal. Number 3, Sama Chaga. This means equal generosity. All right. Chaga means generosity, but equal generosity. That means sometimes the female part is very generous to give something to somebody, maybe to other people, but the male part might not be like that. Maybe the vice versa. Sometimes they have a lot of arguments. Why did you give too much? I'm not happy about it. Right? You are spending too much. What's the problem? Different people are spending different. They have different spending habits, right? But what is the most important? To discuss together. What are we going to do? Not that abruptly I'm giving somebody. So it is very nice and important to have someone who has the same level of thinking about spending habits, especially with regard to generosity. Dana. Finally, 4th one is Sama Panya. That means equal wisdom. What is the wisdom to a couple in a relationship? What is it? Is it a Nibbana? Because wisdom has many meanings in Buddhism. What is the wisdom to a couple? Discuss together, plan together, predict together, and then, being able to rationalize together, right? Not that you are so dumb and you are letting your husband to think that I'm dumb, stupid, I'm stupid lady, and you think for me. The man think I'm stupid and you think for me. Not like that. You think together, right? You think together, rationalize together, understand together, right? Plan together. This kind of attitude is very important. And that makes both of them equally wise. Okay? Now you understand. Then the Buddha said, if both of you must have cultivated Samasaddha, equal trust, Sama Sila, equal discipline, Sama Chaga, equal generosity, Sama Panya, equal wisdom, you are definitely going to be reborn in the next life. There's no problem. And I'm telling you, then let's go to the sutta at this point. So I just shorten. You can see here. You can see householders, if both husband and wife wish to see one another, not only this present life, but also in future lives, they should have the same trust, same virtuous behavior discipline, same generosity, same wisdom. Then they will see one another, not only this present life, but also in future lives. See, this is Pali. Now the problem is how many of our elderly people happen to read these parts of Buddhism? This is a problem. They have never listened to this kind of a sutta. They always listen to sutta saying that life is always, impermanent. There's nothing that we can have. Even we don't exist. Even we don't exist. Then who is listening Dhamma, right? Who is going to be reborn in the next life? Right? So then this sutta is a clear message for any relationship, any couple, and how to cultivate, how to improve your relationship in this life. If you want to go to the next life, you can also think about these four. So this is the sutta about the Patama Samajivi Sutta. The narrative is how to improve your relationship, and if you really want to be reborn together, and what are we supposed to do. All right, any questions? I made it very, very concise without creating a lot of mess in the Pali text. Is it clear? Is the message clear to you? Okay, questions. If you have questions, I mean, you want to know more about it. Problems, issues with this kind of teaching.
Bhante, I have a question about the same wisdom. What if your partner is he is not a Buddhist and he doesn't learn about Buddhism? Does it still consider having same wisdom?
It doesn't
Or is
matter
it just
because here it does.
understanding each other and planning together is considered the same wisdom already?
Understanding together is sama satta. That is number one. Sama panya means not that both must be Buddhist. It means that when you make decisions, when you want to think about a certain issue, matter in their life, in their relationship, maybe to others from their relationship, they discuss together, they plan together, they are able to ruminate together, they are able to think about the strengths, opportunities, threats, and this kind of attitude that they are maintaining together. So they are trying to solve the problems together. So being able to solve anything together, it's not happening in many relationships. So maybe one is taken for granted. So it doesn't matter if both are coming from different backgrounds because they are loving each other and they want to solve the problem together. So Buddhism does not matter at that point, but Buddhism says they should have a wisdom. That wisdom means being able to discuss and solve together. Sometimes when they are discussing, they are discussing more towards the problem, not towards the solution of the problem. They are spending 2 hours to think about the problem side, but they are not looking at the solution side at least for 30 minutes. Right? They are so much taken away by the problem. So religion doesn't matter. I mean, if there are couples like that. So
Thank you, Bhante.
okay, others? We have Damon, Joshua, and others. Were you able to Mr.
Bhante, can I have
yeah, good.
Bhante,
Again.
because Bhante, because like we were like being bombarded by this kind of information, say, we try not to have any male-female relationship because it will bound us towards samsara. So we need to go to the realm of rebirth longer and longer because of this relationship. But it seems the sutta that Bhante give is like Buddha said it is up to you lah whether you want to pursue it or not. Am I correct to put it that
No,
way?
I think attaining Nibbana is a process. It is not something that we all can attain in one life, although there are people who did that because of past karma, good karma. And there are many people, now say for instance, Vishaka, the female devotee called Vishaka, she's the chief devotee, female devotee. She attained Sotapatti when she was 7 years old. Think about her example and then this question. And then she dated a man. How come a Sotapanna girl, dating a man? What kind of, because Sakkaya Ditti is not with her anymore, right? How to date a man? Because if you date a man, you have to reference yourself. I exist and he exists and I want to be together with him. Actually, she dated, she knows what's happening at the end. But until that time, you can't mess up in your life. You have to be happy in your life. She understands the wrong level of greed. But the Buddha never said you must not involve in those things. So, and then she married. She's a Sotapanna person. So, there are many suttas where Buddha says, first we need to become better version of us before thinking Nibbana. This is one sutta for that. There are many other suttas about finances, making money, how to earn money, how to work, what are the unwholesome jobs, right? So Buddha asked lay people to become better version of them and then think about. Now, This couple, this couple is a Sotapanna couple, Nakula Mata, Nakula Pita. They are not normal couple. But even the Sotapanna couple wants to be reborn together. What does it mean? Because when you become a Sotapanna, your life will be limited to 7 lives. But still they want to be. Because, in the sansaric life, you need a good partner to speed up your attainment. Like what happened to the Buddha. Buddha says, without Yashodhara, he could have not been able to come to this Bodhisattva life. Yashodhara was with him for the whole time. So I think in today's world, some people, they demonize when you are with somebody, you can't practice Dhamma very well. It's a wrong idea. It's a demonization about this relationship. All these people, even the Buddha, he had the benefit of, he had the blessing of a partner. It's not like a single relationship, like somebody is single. People can opt out to become single. But when you have a good partner, that partner can become a Kalyana Mitra to you, noble friend to you, can help you, can support you. Right? So we look at it that way, not that we have to go away from everything and then to attain Nibbana. No, Nibbana is not our first interest when we practice Buddhism. We have to become better people, and Nibbana will happen one day as a matter of the process. Any more questions about today? I hope we can try saving more people, not becoming pessimistic about Buddhism, telling the true Buddhism. Any more questions for today's this sutta? Sutta, Patama Samajivi Sutta. Hui, you have a question? We'll wait for 1 more minute. If not, then what we can do is we can then. Are you normally transferring good karma at the end of your talks? Normally, wish everybody. Yeah, we can do that. We'll wait for 1 more minute if you have any questions about this topic or another topic about Buddhism or anything, So.
Bhante,
Yes.
yeah, not a question. I just want to say that thank you for clearing this I would say taboo that if we were to practice Buddhism to the path, hoping that to gain enlightenment one day, that we shouldn't spend our time much on looking for a partner or what. Yeah. But the way Bhante explained it is very well, that it's all right, just that know what we are doing.
Yeah. I
Helping
think it
to
will.
clear up the
I think
misunderstanding.
when you have a good person, partner, I think it is healthy, emotionally healthy. Right person, not the wrong person. Wrong person can kill you in many ways. If you have the right person, if it becomes like Nakula Mata, Nakula Pita relationship, that can really help you to become emotionally healthy and then think well, positively, and practice together. It doesn't mean that a single people cannot practice very well, but single people need a lot of motivation. So they are lonely, they are alone. So they need a lot of motivation. Sometimes they might be misled by others because they are lonely, they are alone. Like when you think alone, when you think together with someone, what is more powerful? I think you know the answer. So I think with the right person.
Thank you, Bhante.
So if there are no questions, Hui, we will then wrap this up, right? You want to say anything before I wrap this up, perhaps? You want to add any comment? Because Are you the one who is running this group?
Yes, Bhante.
Okay,
Me
okay.
and Cheryl together. Yes.
Okay, so you wanna say anything about today? Or after that, I will transfer the good karma.
Well, I think Bhante today has explained everything very well. He has opened my mind to many, many different possibilities. I never saw things this way. So thank you very much for the enlightening session. And even personally, like, as much as we try to practice, we always feel that, oh, we should practice more towards like meditation and going on preset retreats and all that we never really truly reflect on how to manage our day-to-day life. So we constantly struggle, but we do not know how to manage the struggle. So I think if we continue looking at suttas which can help our day-to-day life, I think eventually that will also help our progress in the other probably more advanced stages. So I think this is very interesting for everybody to hear this, and we will definitely try to incorporate this angle when we want to introduce Buddhism to newcomers. So thank you very much, Bhante, for your guidance in this. And once again, we thank you very much for your time and for your kindness in helping to guide us along this path. We thank you very much for your sharing today. Thank you, Bhante.
All right. Actually, this is only one sutta. There are many other suttas like this to understand our life in a more positive aspect. That's why I think people like you have to study those suttas. Very short one, but the meaning is very thorough. And you can then explain Buddhism to other, same age or this kind of people. So you can create a very good Buddhist group. And meditation is important too, but not like 2, 3 hour, 4 hour meditation. 10 minutes, maybe a 5-minute meditation every day, every morning. I recommend 5-minute meditation. When you wake up, rinse yourself, you do a breath meditation for 5 minutes. That's important because then we kind of assemble our thoughts, and then you can bring metta, a little bit metta to that meditation too. That's important, but not always following all the retreats or doing. I mean, you can go, but not necessarily, because we have to train us, and then not take it as a very pressurized practice. Some people become very pressurized and then very automated in this practice. Otherwise, they think they are not catching up. All right. So then, happy to have given this sutta study. And I hope that you can use today as a motivation to inspire other people to join your group. This sutta study was recorded, so I can actually give to you a recording if you want to, post it up, get more people, and then this particular thing. And so now I'm going to do the transference of merits. May all the good karmas we've been making today by learning about life, in particular relationship part. I think it's very important to all of you. We transfer to all our departed ones who passed away in the name of all of us. If there is any departed one who is looking for good karmas from us, this is the good opportunity. Please take all these good karmas and be well and happy, and finally attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. At the same time, may all the non-human beings, Deva, Naga, Mahitika, receive all these good karmas. May they be well and happy. In particular, may they bless all of you, all the people who are here, all the participants, and your parents, your grandparents, all the family members, including siblings. Good health, quality of life, prosperity, and safety. May your Dhamma journeys become very consistent, very innovative, very committed at the same time. May Deva Naga Mahitika also be well and happy and attain supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. At the same time, we are wishing to be surrounded with Kalyana Mittas. We all are Kalyana Mittas to each other. Otherwise, why do we make time and come here? We want to learn. We could have spent by watching a movie You could have spent going to another place. You could have gone to a restaurant. You could have gone with your friends. But you thought, no, today I want to make time to learn something precious that can change my life, that can transform my life. There are people who bad transform us, but this is a good transformation. Understand what life is. So it happens because we have Kalyana Mittas. We all are Kalyana Mittas to each other. The Buddha said we must have two Kalyana Mittas at the very. One is him, other one we have to find out, unfortunately. So I think we have already found out. You found out your own ways. May this accomplishment of Kalyana Mitta, noble friends, last till we attain Nibbana. Thinking that's we're going to say sadhu. Finally, may all the good karmas we be making today throughout this time be supportive and helpful for all of us to become the better version of us all the time, and then finally to attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I'm going to bless you very short. Sabbitiyo vivanjantu sabbaruhu vinasatu mati bhavadvantarayu sukhi dighayu bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sabba dhammanubhavena sabba sanghanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te abhivadana siris Nityang vardha prachainu chattaro dhamma vardhanti ayuvanu sukhang balang ayurarogya sampatti sagga sampatti me vacha ato nibbana sampatti iminati samicchatu sadhu sadhu sadhu. Okay, so I don't know the future programs. What are your plans for the future programs? I mean, I think, are you gathering in Penang time to time in a place?
Yes,
Meeting?
Bhante, we try to gather for physical events as much as we can. But some are online. Our next event for this month is actually online meditation, because that is conducted by our sister organization Dewa. So that will be
Deva.
online. But at the end of the month, we will be gathering for Venerable Suki's Papa ceremony, because she's a nun, and because there's only her, so it will be a like mini Katina. So that one will be gathering for a ceremony, as well as we have opened up for our members to volunteer and also to join our lunch and facilitated discussion session.
But you don't have a physical place. You are renting, or you have
No,
like
no,
time to
we
time.
don't.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah.
I see.
So at
Interesting.
the moment, at the moment, if you have events, it will be either at Buddhist associations or temples. So we do
Okay.
ask them whether we can have it there, but we don't rent a place in there.
So where are you mostly, staying in Penang? Which part of Penang are you all from? Which part of Penang is that?
For me, I'm staying in Green Lane, Jeolotong area.
Jeolotong, okay. And others? Others, which part of Penang are you now living? If you have a home. Huh?
I'm staying in Galugo, which is near Jelutong.
Yeah, I think I know this place. I think little you have to pass Georgetown a little bit down. Go up. Okay, and then Damon, Joshua, where are they living? Which part of Penang is that?
I think with Hui Min.
Huh? I think I couldn't hear that. So sometimes it might difficult for you to get together, right? Where you are here and there, right? Sometimes, right? Yeah. Anyways, what I can say is that when I am free, we can plan another talk or a discussion. I don't know which one really work for you. Will that be a Q&A or a sutta discussion like this? Which one would you think more reaching out to all of you? Sutta discussion is also nice. I mean, if I summarize, not that go one by one, just tell you the meaning of this sutta like this. Any thoughts?
At the moment, the idea of a sutta discussion, that is very interesting.
Very interesting,
And I
right?
think
Yeah.
yes, I think a lot of members, they couldn't join tonight because of family commitments and all that. So I'm sure they feel like they're missed out. So if
Okay.
possible, we will maybe try to have another one, but I will discuss this with Cheryl as well to see, because sometimes there are a lot of talks and all that coming in. So we will let Bhante know. Thank you very much for the offer. We are very, very honored that you are
No. I mean, I'm
come
thinking
and
if
see
I
us
have
again.
a free time. So are you okay if I post it up on my YouTube channel? This sutta study? Is it
I
okay?
think if the other members have no objection,
Yeah,
we have
I'm
no
just
objection from
asking.
our side.
Is that okay?
Anybody else objects, please raise your hands.
Virtual hand. No problem. So then when I post, you can use this to inspire others. You share it out with others. Say this is the beginning. So the real functioning is yet to happen. Okay. Very happy.
Yeah,
And
thank you
then
very much.
say my regards to Sister Stephanie. I think you know her, right? From Penang.
Yes.
Yes, I know her. She's the one who connected, I think.
Yes.
Me.
Correct.
Yes.
All right, we'll send a regards to
Yes.
Sister Stephanie. Thank you very much, Bhante.
Okay.
And Bhante, on behalf of all the members, if you have done anything wrong in body, speech, or mind, we seek forgiveness from you. And thank you very much for the session today. Before we all go, could I request for us to have like a group photo, maybe through a screenshot?
Group photo. Who
I
is
can
taking
just
like?
screenshot the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
If
take it.
everybody can open their, I mean,
Yeah.
except for one thing that we understand,
Yes.
the rest.
And be in the right
And
mind.
Yeah.
Are you gonna use Anjali or perhaps not Anjali? Maybe
Um,
some smiley picture, smiling after Sutta
can.
study.
Whichever
Okay.
that everybody's comfortable with. So I
Okay.
will screenshot the picture.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, everybody smile. We'll just get another one. Okay, one more. Okay, everybody smile again.
Okay.
Okay. That's good.
Is that okay?
Thank you very much.
Yes, wishing you a pleasant night. Good night. I hope that you will be able to incorporate what you learned today into the rest of your time. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Good night, Bhante. Thank you very much, Bhante.
Night. Yes, good night.
Thank you, Bhante. Good night.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Bhante.
Thank you.
Bhante.
Thank you.